Hey guys, I just wanted to get on a little quick and do 3 quick reads. 1, the Biden chip restrictions. This is a big kneecap. That's what somebody called it. They said it was a kneecapping of the Chinese tech industry. And I got, somebody sent me a Twitter feed on this, and I looked into it, and it said that something about all the U.S. citizens that were in China had to come home or something. I don't know if that's right or not. It was Twitter, but it was just saying you pretty much have to determine what country you're with. You can stay in China, but you have to renounce your U.S. citizenship or something. And I go, okay, that was Twitter. Let me see if I can find some news on it. And it is. Biden is taking what Trump did to a mega, did I just say mega? A mega, M-E-G-A level. So Trump administration targeted, I can't pronounce these words, Hiwa Technology and Telecom ZTE Corp. And at the time, those were like unprecedented sanctions. The Biden administration has essentially expanded these measures to the entire Chinese tech sector. Wow. So what it is, it's depriving China of the advanced chips and the means of making them. Wow. So, and those chips are vital for smartphones, so go buy a new phone if you need it now. Cars, go buy a new car if you need it now. Well, self-driving cars, that's what this one said. American companies will not, for the most part, be able to export them to China, nor will the many of the American companies that rely on U.S. technology be able to export chips to China. China gives a lot of chips to Russia. Russia is now using washing machine chips for their weapons. All right, interesting. So scholars of Chinese-American relations talk about decoupling. And this is where you take two big powers that are intertwined and separate them. And there's a lot of potential for political misunderstanding, economic destruction, and in the worst case, war. So, the article I was reading was as far as the Biden administration, decoupling has now occurred. So, that's kind of scary to me. I want to read. How will this decoupling be for us in the next few months and then in the long term? And I'm doing just hands, just cards, so that I can get through this in relatively fast fashion. And then I have the other things I want to read on is using my fountain deck, New York, Leticia James, and then of course, Trump. Of course. How is this China-US decoupling going to go in the short term for the US? There's already a chip shortage. A lot of Ford trucks sitting on the lots. I still don't think that they have their chips yet. At least last I heard. So here we go. One more. That's it. Here we go. How is this going to be for the short term? Woo! I'm using One World Tarot. Well, there's still some secrets that are going to be coming out. We still don't know what is really going to happen. How is this going to happen in the short term? Yeah, there's still a lot of unknowns. And I think that there's still a lot of talking going on behind the scenes. It's interesting that China, Xi Jinping, I mispronounced that, I know, no worries. Unless he's listening, and then, so sorry. He's doing something to keep himself in power longer, give him more power, so that's kind of interesting there. Eight of Pentacles, it's the hard work. I think this has been going on for a while. When Biden signed that chip bill for the U.S., there were certain Republicans that were on board with this. Not a lot, but a certain number of them. So this has been in the works. I think this is part of the national strategic security, yeah, I think that's it. Okay. At the base of the reading, wow, Seven of Pentacles. Review. Let's take a look. What the heck is going on? Why are we giving China all this ability to make chips when we should be making them here at home? That's what that chip bill was all about, I think. I hope. So, yeah. In the past, well, we had a relationship in the past with China. And this is the past as it relates. So there is still a hope of reconciliation, but this is that decoupling thing. Who used that term? I wrote it down. It's kind of funny. Oh, I deleted it. Some actress used it when she was breaking up with her husband, and it was a big decoupling. Yes, so anyway, everything's intertwined. You can see this here. Everything's intertwined. They have to split those two apart. It's going to be a little interesting. At the top of the reading, the addiction card. Now, this was a card for Trump for me. So he may have some influences on what was going on. But to me, I'm thinking this is our addiction to just big money. Big money. We got to make the profit. Stockholders have to make the profit. We're addicted to what's the bottom line. Are we going to make money for our shareholders? That's kind of what I'm getting with this. It could be, I just had an argument with my Republican sister about oil, and she goes, "You're getting the wrong information." I go, "Sally, you're getting the wrong information." I said, "Let's pull our information together. You show me yours, I'll show you mine." We sent the same article back and forth. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're just reading things from such different prisms. But we did agree on the bottom line is, as far as oil goes, Biden and the oil executives need to sit down and talk, because I don't think Biden is doing that. But it's not his fault, except that he's not talking to him. Anyway, back to this. That was a huge squirrel moment, the addiction card. being addicted to profits. That's what I think this is all about. So it's going to be a little hurty for a while, but new beginnings, new emotional starts. It's going to be so good when we're not relying on some of these other countries that are not doing what we want them to do, that is not in our best interest. We can work with our allies. Anyway, let's keep going. Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, and that's in the internal position. So to me, this is a good card, but you've got to be careful about how that wheel spins. So this is just a movement card for me, as well as a karmic card. We needed to do this karmically. And in the external influences position is the Chariot reversed. So the way we're decoupling may not be the way that we think it's going to go. It is movement, but maybe it's not going to be moving fast enough or whatever. The hopes and fears are the Six of Swords that did come out reversed. The Six of Swords moving into calmer waters. This is also a card of seeking assistance. So seeking somebody to row this ship out of troubled waters. And maybe this is, so hopes and fears are that we're going to get out of this. The fear is that we're not going to get out of this, that we're still in a little bit of rough water. And the final card is the World, completion. Certainly there are world implications on this, right? It's huge. Two powerhouses going against each other. I mean, the U.S., this guy said, we kneecapped the Chinese tech industry. Wow. Balance, Temperance card. And that's the kneecapping, the Ace of Swords. So Biden's not playing games, and he's not being a jerk where he's saying, okay, I'm just doing this, winner take all. He'll balance this out. He kind of shocked him with that sword, but he'll go back and he'll go, you know what, look guys, let's work on this. But we're not going to be, that addiction card is a sticking point because the world is addicted to tech now. So there needs to be a balance, and this Ace of Swords that Joe Biden pulled on him, I don't think it's the final, I don't think that this chip restriction is the final say. Things are going to keep moving. King of Pentacles at the base of the deck. King of Pentacles reversed is going to be well, that's the money. The bottom line. We have to let go of that a little bit. We have the Page of Wands. This is a new emotional start, a new way of thinking of something, some new passion coming out. Knight of Wands, a little wiser, older, forward-moving energy, still passionate. So we have the Page and the Knight right next to each other, and we have the Eight of Wands in reversed, which is about kind of like this upside-down Chariot. I don't feel like it's moving fast enough, or it will do what the Biden administration wants fast enough. But I look at this and I go, yeah, maybe not. Maybe it will be fast enough, but not with the Temperance and not with the world. Biden's national security, what does he call it? I just read about this. National security, I can't remember. Anyway, his strategic plan for national security, that involves NATO and world powers. And that is what is going to temper that sword. It's the world card coming together with the people that, the countries that we work with and that we have good relationships with. And they're not suppressing their people for the sake of money. And certainly China has done that. I will take away your freedom, but I will give you lots of money. And they go, oh, okay, I'm for that. And now they're going, oh, maybe not. So I think that's what we're coming up against. All right, let's look at the long term. The long term for this chip restriction. Long term. And these are just my opinions. If you want to comment on what I say, comment on the matter. Don't comment on me. You're probably saying, you need a manicure. If you're going to be doing this, you need a manicure. I know, I probably do. I don't want you commenting on my fingers. You can comment on my dirty fingernails. I know. Check out my thumb. Look at that. How many people can do that? I'm trying to get it. It's kind of weird. Anyway. Didn't know I could do that. It's magic. Okay, long term. Page of Wands just flew out. Long term for this Biden chip restriction. Biden's chip restriction, long term. How's this going to play out in the world? Just 6 cards. It's good beginning. Ace of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, 4 Wands. Yay, we're gonna work together with somebody. 6 of Cups going back to the past. I think it's going to be China. 8 of Pentacles, hard at work, in the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to keep going. I said 6, I lied. Chariot upside down again. The Emperor in 10 of Wands. The heavy burden is upside down, so in the hopes and fears position. 5 of Swords, winning at any cost. 3 of Swords, long term. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, it's still gonna be good. These scare me, that the final outcome cards, but in the center of the reading, it's great. We have the Ace of Cups, covered by the Queen of Pentacles. So the new beginning, it's gonna bring in wealth. It's gonna be good. We have the 4 of Wands, a little celebration. We're going to go back to a simpler time. That's in the past position, though. But it's like maybe they're going to offer something up. The 8 of Pentacles, that was in the first reading. A lot of hard work ahead. And it's karmic, the decoupling. But this part, the Chariot, it's not going to be such a smooth road to move forward. The Emperor, and that's what Xi is he going to get in the way? Is he going to, in the external position? And hopes and fears, is the burden is too heavy? Well, it's not heavy. It's not the burden. I think it's the battle. winning at any cost. So I think there's going to be something that causes a heartache long term that is going to give us a new Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving Knight of Pentacles. So it starts off, you know, we got to get to this Queen of Pentacles, but this is this is restarting our tech long term, like in a year. It's just going to be hard to do that. We took away China's ability to make our chip, use our chip technology. It's hard, and now we're starting all over, but it's going to be slow. So this Queen is reminding me to pay attention to your finances. This is not somebody that is, you know, throws money around. She throws money where it's needed. She knows how to manage money. So I think I'm not seeing towers or war or anything. These two cards, what I got from them, and you can, you know, let me know what you got with this Five of Swords next to, and the clarifier was the Three of Swords. That is us winning at any cost. That's like kneecapping China and then starting our own tech industry with the Page of Pentacles. All right, let's look at, not the Halloween deck. The Halloween deck really wants to jump out. But let's look at New York Leticia James. So, the day that she filed a lawsuit against the Trump Organization, the Trump Organization registered Trump Organization 2, which James claims is acting as in some of the old ways of the old organization, and she is warning investigators that Trump might shift his assets from the old entity to the new one to avoid liability. Trump's lawyer, Alina Habadaba, said in a statement, "We have repeatedly provided assurance in writing that the Trump Organization has no intention of doing anything improper." There. Well, let's take that at face value, as my hands are the only thing showing. Didn't she just sign an FBI document that said that all the documents at Mar-a-Lago were returned? Wasn't that in writing too? My fountain deck is so old. This deck, I use this because it kind of gives me the harsh truth. So, Leticia James, is this Trump Org 2? Let's just talk about Trump Org 2. Are they going to be trying to hide assets? Of course they are. Trump Org 2. You know, as I'm shuffling, I'm getting that they've already removed so many assets and put them offshore. So, what does that say? Knight of Swords. That is running after it. That is the investigators on top of it. Okay, so let's go. Trump Org 2. Are they trying to hide assets? Knight of Coins. Knight of Coins being challenged by the Hanged Man. Let's just keep going with this. Page of Cups. Ace of Wands. King of Coins. Page of Wands. Wow. Emperor. Star. Wheel of Fortune. Eight of Wands. Let's see if I can make sense out of this. Can you all see that? Let me kick the table up. It's one of the cool things. Look at that. Ooh. So, Wheel of Fortune. Kick this around a little bit. Knight of Coins. They're trying to do something sneaky. So the Knight of Coins is all about bringing something new forth. Why would they do that? Of course they would. So that's what they're trying to do, is take some of their assets and stick it into the other organization. They're either going to be suspended, or they're going to try to look for a different way to hide those assets. Page of Cups is always something new coming out of an unexpected place. Ace of Wands is, in the past, is doing something passionate. A lot of times this Ace of Wands card is coming out of the clouds and it looks like a club. This is a double-edged sword. They are trying to do something from on the King of Coins order that could cut them up. It could be discovered, which it has been discovered. And then you have the Page of Wands doing something. It's a young energy saying, yeah, let's go do this. Let's try this. So yes, I'm thinking that they are trying to cover something up. And it's all about the Emperor, King of Pentacles. It's all about the former guy doing this. The external, in the external position, it's the Star of Hope, bringing light to something out of the darkness. That's Leticia James. Wheel of Fortune. It's all about karmic destiny. Eight of Wands. Things are coming to a head fast. So Leticia James is right on top of it. They're not going to get away with it. So we can lower the table. Not that low. So cool. It's so awesome to see somebody that is just not giving up. You know, and I have my Republican friends that say they're just after him. They're just doing anything they can to get him. Yeah, because he's so sneaky and he does so many bad things and he stays one step ahead. He's very good at that. He's very good at that. And Leticia James is very good at what she does, as well as Fannie Willis, as well as January 6th. So let's look. Trump subpoena. I know I'm late on this. I went out camping last week and so it was fun. Had a good time. So I didn't get to see what other people said on this, so I'm just going to read, and you can compare notes on what other people say. But how many people read on Trump's subpoena with the Halloween deck? How many? If you tell me more than one, I'd be mad. I'm gonna go over to their channel. We'll have a read off. No, we won't. We won't. I don't care. I'm just kidding. Here we go. Trump subpoena. Now, it's stupid if he goes, right? It's just stupid if he goes. But the ratings would be incredible. His lawyers, I'm sure, are saying, Alibaba is saying, no, don't go. Is that who's going to do it, that little parking lot lawyer? What's her name? I just said it. Holly? Is that Holly Baba? Alina Haba. Alina Haba. Oh my God. 22. Well, never mind. Never mind. So, will he go? Will he go? To a bat's blind choice. It's really not it shouldn't be a blind choice. It should be, no, you don't go. Will he just run out the clock? I mean, he could, but he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Oh my God. How stupid can you be? Okay. Bring it up. You guys can comment on how stupid the former guy can be. Don't comment on me. The magician. See, he's always pulling a rabbit out of his hat. He does all these bad things. He pulls a rabbit out of his hat. Yeah. Mr. Pumpkinhead down here. He's got snakes in his mouth. Look at that. He's got snakes in his mouth. Ew. Well, better him than me. 7 of imps. 7 of imps. Seven of Wands. So if you look at this, there's one kid that has a face, and they're all looking up at the house up there going, ooh, should we? Should we? Let's do a clarifier. We're going to use the Clarity deck. Oil Painter's Clarity deck. Yes. Yes. Talk to me about this 7 of imps. 7 of wands. Is he gonna go? Is he gonna go? He thinks he can be okay with this. He thinks he can. I can manage this. I'm a magician. I can do it. Hang on. So we have, that's upside down. So at one point in time, he has security. He goes, oh yeah, I'm protected. I'm the government. He's a private citizen now. He doesn't have the government protection. Oh. I can't remember what this name of this thing is, but it's scary. It is scary. Some Christmas, Kraken, Christmas, what, I can't remember. Anyway. think yes. I think yes, he's going to do it. Ooh. Okay, so if he does it, which I think it said yes there. If he did it, oh my God. If he did it, I just have one question. Well, I have a lot of questions. But if he did it, the question I want to ask the tarot, and I'm asking Pumpkin, I'm asking the Halloween deck this, but I'm going to read on Liz Cheney. Ooh, maybe not. Cards did not like to shuffle there. Maybe it'll be One World Tarot that I have to ask. Okay, Liz Cheney. Will she have to say if Trump is subpoenaed and he shows up for his deposition, will she have to say the famous words, "Will you shut up, man"? No, that's not it. Will you just shut up, man? Some people called that very unpresidential when Biden said that. Will Liz Cheney have to say, "Will you shut up, man"? Ooh, 5 of Imps reversed. So that's the battle. And it's a verbal altercation. And it's reversed. So something's going to have to come out to stop this. So it's not going to be that verbal altercation. So why is it not going to be that verbal altercation? Just going to do 3. Ace of Imps. Okay, so this is the big stick coming down, slamming on his head, but it's reversed. So, it's not like, "Shut up, man." So, no, they're all reversed. So, the 3 of Imps. So, this 3 of Wands, a lot of times this 3 of Wands is how does this work with, I'm having a brain fart. I meant brain gas. I have brain gas with this card in reversed. So the 3 of Wands, looking overseas, planning things. I need to pull clarifiers on it because I'm just drawing a blank. I'm going to pull 3 more clarifiers. King of Pumpkins, 4 of Pumpkins, 10 of Ghosts. Ooh, Ghosts are cups. Pumpkins are earth. So the King of Earth, King of Pentacles, a lot of times that's my trump card. In this deck, it's the Ace of Pumpkins is my trump card. And the 4 of Pentacles is, 4 pumpkins, is hanging on to your pumpkin heads. But what he's got here, he's got his, someone has the pumpkin head wrapped in a bag, kind of sealed in plastic or something. So I think they're going to limit what he can say and what he can do. And then you have the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Ghosts. So I don't think she's going to say, "Shut up, man. Would you just shut up, man?" I don't think she's going to have to say that. I think there's going to be enough in place Or maybe they're going to edit it. If he shows up. My interpretation said yes. My brain says he won't. But think of the ratings. Think of the ratings. And that's what's getting him. The ratings. All right, let's look. How damning will this be for Trump if he shows up? How damning will this be for Trump if he shows up? How damning will it be? Ten of Ghosts. Reversed. So, this little celebration, this little happiness, that's not good. It's being challenged by the King of Imps. This King of Imps is the J6 committee. I think it's Mr. Thompson. I think he's the King of Imps. In the base, you have the Three of Pumpkins. This is probably his kids, since he's Mr. Pumpkinhead. But it's, to me, this card is laying out a foundation, having a plan and building on that foundation. If you go back to the original Rider-Waite, that's the message. Look at the plans, keep going, you're doing a great job. So they do have a plan, and maybe it's to draw in all these other little pumpkins, all these other little pumpkin heads who were trying to overthrow the government. So maybe not Trump's kids, but Bannon, Stone, who else was in there? Was Alex Jones in there too? There was another big mouth on the radio, Fred Rogan, and he's kind of, was it Fred Rogan? Some Rogan. And he's kind of tapered off. He hasn't been so loud or in the news. I think he's just kind of quieted down a little bit, which I don't understand why all these guys just don't shut up. But not me. I'll keep yakking. Eight of Imps. Eight of Imps in the past. This is things going fast. I think things are going too fast for Trump. I think he wants another platform. And we have the Ten of Pumpkins reversed. Ooh, coming from being Mr. Pumpkinhead and having 10 pumpkins reversed, that is bad. Also, let's just look at this card, right side up. You see that little rugrat? He's gonna smack that pumpkin. That's probably J6 trying to smack that pumpkin head. But maybe he's not going to get it. It's not, but this is all about Trump. So it's I don't think it's going well for him. And in the potential near future, he wants to start something new. If he goes on, he wants to clear his name. He wants to bring the truth out. And if that was right side up, he would be. A new emotional start, he's got it upside down. It's not going to be good. He thinks he's got the Lover's card in the internal position. He's got his base. And so he's going, let me fire that up a little bit. Externally, what's going on is the Eight of Pumpkins. And again, I think, yeah, let's fire up that base. Let's work really hard at it. This is also getting everything, being really diligent in what you're doing. And the external influence on this is not the internal, which Trump trying to fire up his base with the Lovers card. The external influences are the January 6th committee working really, really hard carving up these pumpkin heads. Need I say more? No. You've talked too much as it is. In the hopes and fears, we have the page of pumpkins, and it came out reversed. So his hope is that he's going to have a new emotional start, a new way forward, and he hopes it'll be, but it's probably not going to be with that page of pumpkins reversed. And the final outcome of what he does, he wants a new start. He has the Ace of Bats reversed. Now it's interesting with this card because it looks like the bat's right side up, but really it's upside down. And these bats are swords in regular deck. So he wants the truth to come out, and the truth is not coming out his way. He'll spin it to make it look like it's the right way, but it's the wrong way, right? That's not the way the bat hangs. That's the way the bat hangs. But he'll go, no, this is right. I mean, that's what they do. That's what me and my sister did. What are you reading, sis? From Texas? What are you reading, you liberal jerk from California? She didn't call me a jerk. She maybe thought. Anyway, reading the same damn article. Crazy. Death reversed. Just as a clarifier. So this isn't going to bring any kind of transformation. This isn't going to do anything good. This is Donald Trump's reading. He's going to talk about how it's this steal with the Seven of Bats and how it was a steal, but that's not going to go over well. At the base of the deck is the Three of Ghosts reversed. I'm going, wow, are there any cards coming up that's right side up? The Page of Ghosts, right side up. Him being a fool. And the Four of Ghosts reversed. So the celebration that he is hoping for, and I think that J6 is hoping for, is I think J6 knows better though that people aren't watching, so it's not going to be the celebration that they want it to be. There will be new information that Mr. Pumpkinhead divulges because he's Mr. Pumpkinhead and he can't keep things in his head. New information coming out of that cup because he's on a foolish journey. He's just foolish journey. And he's got the Four of Ghosts. Someone's going to try to make him an offer and he's not going to take it, or he's just going to kind of have to go retreat a little bit more. I don't know. Intuitively, I'm not getting a good feeling on if he testifies, whether it be good or bad. Intuitively, the card said he was going to do it. My brain says, I I just can't see him doing that. But ratings, man, it's the ratings. Do you imagine the crowd size that would be that? I would watch it. Okay, thank you all for watching. All right, just hands, looking good. Next time, I promise, I'll have my fingernails cleaned. I'll figure out more hand gestures. Bye.